Most people think the day they finally pay off their car loan is the day they become financially free. No more monthly payment. No more stress. No more debt. It feels like you just unlocked a new level in life. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For a lot of people, nothing actually changes. Same bank balance. Same habits. Same financial stress, just wearing a different outfit. So what really happens after you pay off your car loan? And why do some people quietly start building wealth at this exact moment while others stay stuck in the same cycle? That's what we're going to break down. Let's start with a simple, familiar situation. You buy a car. Maybe it's your first big purchase. You take a loan. Let's say your monthly payment is 40,000 rupees. At first, it feels heavy. Every month, that payment hits your account like a reminder. You owe money. So you adjust your life around it. You cut some expenses. Maybe delay trips. Think twice before spending. And slowly, you get used to it. That 40,000 rupees becomes part of your normal life. Then, after a few years, the loan is gone. Finished. Zero balance. And for a moment, it feels amazing. But then something interesting happens. Instead of saving that extra 40,000, most people just spend it. They upgrade their lifestyle. Better phone. More eating out. Maybe even start planning for a new car. Because in their mind, the burden is gone. So now they deserve more comfort. This is the exact point where everything changes, but not in the way people expect. To understand this, you need to understand something very simple about human psychology. Your brain doesn't track money the way you think it does. It tracks patterns. When you were paying that car loan every month, your brain created a pattern. 40,000 rupees leaves my account every month. It didn't matter where it went. Loan, rent, groceries, it just became normal. Now here's the key idea. When the loan disappears, the pattern doesn't. Your brain still expects that money to go somewhere. So if you don't consciously decide where it goes, it will quietly disappear into random spending. This is called lifestyle absorption. Money expands to fill the space you give it. Let's make this clearer with a simple example. Imagine two people. Both just finished paying off their car loan. Both now have an extra 40,000 rupees every month. The first person thinks, finally I can relax. They start spending a little more here and there. Nothing crazy. Just small upgrades. Better food. More subscriptions. A few impulse buys. 6 months later, that 40,000 is gone every month. And they don't even know where it went. Now the second person does something different. They ask a simple question. What if I keep paying this, but to myself? Instead of stopping the payment, they redirect it. Same 40,000 rupees. But now it goes into savings, investments, or assets. Nothing else changes. Same lifestyle. Same habits. Just a different destination for that money. Fast forward a year. The first person has nothing to show. The second person has 480,000 rupees saved or invested. That's the difference between drifting and directing. Let's break this down deeper. There are 3 stages people go through after paying off a loan. The first stage is relief. You feel lighter. Less pressure. More freedom. And that's completely valid. Debt carries mental weight. But this feeling can be misleading. Because relief is not the same as progress. Just because the pressure is gone doesn't mean you're moving forward. The second stage is drift. This is where most people get stuck. You don't have a plan for the extra money. So it slowly gets absorbed into your life. No big purchases, just small invisible leaks. This is dangerous because it feels harmless. You're not making bad decisions. You're just not making intentional ones. And over time, that costs you years. The third stage is leverage. This is where everything changes. A small group of people realize something powerful. That car loan wasn't just a payment. It was proof. Proof that you can consistently pay $40,000 every month. That means you already have the ability to build wealth. You just never redirected it. So instead of stopping, they turn that payment into a system. Automatic transfers. Investments. Savings goals. They convert a past obligation into a future asset. This is where wealth building actually begins. Here's the deeper idea most people miss. Paying off your car loan doesn't make you financially stronger. It reveals whether you are. Because the real game is not about debt. It's about behavior. Anyone can be disciplined when they're forced to. When a bank is expecting money every month, you find a way. You adjust. You prioritize. You make it happen. But when no one is forcing you, that's when your true financial behavior shows up. And this is where most people fail. Because freedom without direction becomes chaos. Look at it this way. Your car loan trained you. It trained you to commit to a monthly amount. To adjust your lifestyle. To stay consistent over time. That's literally the exact same skill needed for investing. But instead of using that skill, most people drop it the moment the loan ends. It's like going to the gym for 3 years, getting strong, and then quitting the day you reach your goal. The strength wasn't the goal. The habit was. Same with money. The payment wasn't the problem. Your relationship with it was. So what should you actually do after paying off your car loan? Not theory, real action. First, decide immediately where that money goes. Not next month. Not later. Right now. Because if you don't decide, your lifestyle will decide for you. Second, automate it. Treat it exactly like your loan. Same date. Same amount. No thinking. If your car payment was $40,000, set up an automatic transfer of $40,000. They'll keep making the payment. Just not to the bank anymore. To themselves. And over time, that one decision compounds into something much bigger. Not just money. Control. Freedom. Options. So the real question is not what will you do after your car loan ends. The real question is, will your money finally start working for you? Or will it quietly go back to working against you?